Yeah, good afternoon. Team news are so far very good. I think we have nearly everybody on the pitch at the moment. The only guy who is not training is Jan Valery. He is still he's separate from the team. A few runnings, a few joggings in the moment. The rest is with the team. Yes.
Last time you played Leicester was that 9-0 drubbing. As a manager, what are your reflections and emotions thinking back to that night?
Yeah, at first I think we had a moment. We will never forget, that is for sure. But I think what I said after this game, and now 2 months later, you must say that what I said, that this can be an important result for us, especially when we show the right reaction. Exactly that happens, and I think what the team showed after this result, where we knew it was a absolutely disaster for us, was absolutely outrageous from the mentality and from the character, and fighting back to a successful way. Games were coming, not easy games, and we did it really well. And when you look now how the team is playing, it looks completely different. And I think I cannot praise them enough for the reaction they showed. And maybe thank you for this evening, because it was an important one for us.
You must now really want to prove something. How difficult are Leicester as a side under Brendan Rodgers?
Yeah, I think it's a very strong side. He does a fantastic job with this team. They have a clear philosophy and are very flexible in their shape, tactical, good organized, and not a coincidence that they are so high in the table. And to take something against them, it's not easy, but we want to show that we can do it better than in the first game.
I did an interview with you a good few weeks ago now, and you said at that low point you've never faced a situation like that as a manager before, and having to get out of it, but you've managed it and you're doing so well now. What are your hopes for the season now, for the end of the season? How would you like to finish?
It's a long way to go. As you said, it was a very difficult period, a very difficult term. Also for me, a new term. I've never had such a long time without being successful. But I think it was a very, very important one for me, for the players. And we are now in a different mode. And I think we're not really looking to the end of the season. We are looking forward now to every game. And we feel that we are more competitive. And we want to show ourselves that we can also compete with this team. And this is the only goal we have, looking for the next games. And I think enjoying what we are doing in the moment, you can feel that the players are doing it well and they like to do it. And this is the only thing we are focused in the moment.
Not sure if you saw Southampton's tweet this week, which went viral really on social media, and they muted the 9-0 symbol on their phone. Did you see it?
No, I'm not so much on social media, so I try to, but I've heard it yet that we do it, yes.
James Ward-Prowse, he's playing so well. You must be very pleased with his performance at the moment.
It's difficult for me in a moment to pick one player out of this team, because I think we have in the moment no player that is really doing it not good. So, but you're okay. He played every game, even the cup game he played, and the way he works for the team and the way he's playing in the moment. I think he enjoys it very much to play on his most likely position. This is the number 6, and you can feel that he feels very comfortable there, and he can put everything in, and especially in his work against the ball, he's unbelievable in the moment. Covers a lot of distances, especially with the recovery runs, and aggressive in the duels, and this is maybe the biggest strength he has in the moment. And still, then also his set pieces and everything is important for our game.
You said a few weeks back that you'd like to get your business done early this window, but you haven't done any yet. Are you still in the market, and what are you looking for?
Yeah, we are in the market and we are looking for especially fullbacks because we know that we have there not that many options in the moment. I was happy that Jake Wilkins played on the left side in the cup, but still is a young player who has to learn a lot. So we have Ryan, not really an alternative for him, and this is a position where we also with the longer missing of Jan Valery on the right side, we have not really a lot of alternatives. So this will be definitely a position where we do something in the winter break.
Reports that you might be interested in the likes of Carl Walker-Peters, is that right? Can you see him coming here?
We have a few guys there. There are a few guys available. It can also be a loan option until the summer, and I don't want to comment any names, but you can be sure that we have a whole list of what is interesting for us.
Okay, and I'm not sure if you saw Wesley Hood's comments criticising you perhaps for not giving him enough opportunity. What's your reaction to that?
As I said, I'm not really in the social media, so I haven't seen it, and I heard that he does it well there. I'm happy for him. He's still our player, and this is not always possible to give every player a chance to play. In the end, I think he should concentrate on his club. He's playing in the moment, and we are concentrating on our work we have to do, and this is all I do in the moment.
It must be feel very good to be going up the table. You know, you're doing it better now. How are you feeling? Is there more confidence within the side? A lot more positivity? There must be.
Yeah, that's normal. When you get good results, you can feel also in the sessions that the quality is rising and the self-confidence is rising, and the belief is back. And when you have clean sheets against Tottenham and Chelsea and win away, win at home, then it feels fantastic for the players. But I still don't have the feeling that they are not hungry anymore. So we stay on hunting, and we know that it's only a short term where we took a lot of points. Yes, in the last 8 games, 16 points is massive, absolutely. But I don't see the reason why we should stop or leaning back now, because this is an important period of the season. The more points you take now, the less pressure you have in the end. And we are still looking not on the top of the table. We are looking on the relegation zone, and we see it's 5 points, I think, between us and the position 18. And this was 2 months ago. We were under this line, and we did it fantastic so far. But we are still aware of leaning back or being in a comfort zone. We don't want to be.
Thank you very much.
There's no more for the immediate section. We'll move on for the section embargo for 10:30 this evening.
All right.
Hi.
In preparing for this weekend's game, have you felt the need to bring up the previous results, your team, and the meetings and stuff, or is it just a case of you've not spoken about it because it was such a strange result?
We will speak about it. We have it definitely as a topic in our preparing for the game, and in what way, I'm not so sure in the moment. But I know that we will. Sure, we cannot make it unhappen. This result happened, and as I said, you can take energy out of this result.
Is it important they go there with a clear mind though, and they're not thinking about getting revenge or anything like that? They just go and play their own game?
I think it's good if you have a right level of aggression in you, to go there. The stress level must be in the right mood, not too much, not too less, and then you have a chance for a really good performance, I think.
And when it comes to looking at Leicester as a team, can you take perhaps more from your performance there last season? Obviously, you went down to 10 men. I think Valery got sent off, and you went on to win the game. Is that something you'll be reflecting on as well?
We're not reflecting on it another time being 1 man down against Leicester. The last 2 games was enough, I think. But no, I think with the way we play is now a different one, not only because of the shape, also because of the behavior. And we found back to our basics, to our automatism, and this was the only way to be successful again. And let's have a look how good we are.
You're expecting this to be a good marker of how far you have come since the international break?
Yes, absolutely. I think we don't forget this game, and to do it better is not. I don't want to say it's not so difficult, but to do it better means for me to show that we are competitive, and I think we can be.
And just finally, from me, we've obviously spoken about incomings in the January transfer window, but is anyone that you're happy to sort of let go, or?
No, I think our squad is not that big. Sure, if there's somebody who feels that he must play more, and especially the young players, we were looking a little bit, but I don't want to give anybody away. But we sure need 1 or 2 players.
Simon?
Do you think you, as a club, have the potential to emulate what Leicester have done this season?
In
terms of pushing for that top 6, if not this season, next year.
I don't look that far ahead, because I think it's not good to speak now after winning a few games. Okay, 4 from the last 5 games we have won, but it's not good to look so far at the end what happens in the end of the season. I think at the moment. Yesterday at the Fan Forum, I said 2 months ago I was looking for 3 clubs that are worse than we are, and it was difficult to find. In the moment, I must say, there are not a lot of teams that do it better than we do in the moment, and this is what I like to see more. And but it is only a momentum, and we have to work for this momentum. And if we do it, then we have also a chance to take something against Leicester. But if not, then not.
The 4-2-2 is obviously working very well. How similar is it to that formation that you used at Leipzig? Is it working in a similar way?
Yeah, very similar. Yeah, and took a long time that we get not only the right shape but also the right behavior in this shape. And this is a lot about being brave and on the front foot. And it's not enough to show them. It's not enough to speak about this. It's about to live this system and to live this behavior. And it took a long time. And I think finally in the last month I had the feeling that it made click in the minds. And I think this is, you could feel it. Every player is now absolutely convinced about what we are doing. And even against the big teams, we play in a back 4 and didn't change the shape and stood on the game plan, and we're successful, and this is the only way we want to go.
You've had many ever presents in that period, since the last couple of months, Jack Stevens being one of them. How pleased have you been with his performances?
Yeah, we can discuss every player. It was Browsey, this is Jack. You can take everybody and say he did a fantastic job. And it was not an easy time for him in the beginning of the season, but was on the train when the train was speeding up, and this is not bad for him.
How far do you think he can go? How much more is there to come from Jack? Because the improvement over the last couple of months, as you say, has been.
I think he surprised me also with his especially duels in the defense. I've asked him to be more aggressive, and he did it well against very good strikers. And that he's good with the ball, I know. And he has also good management now of taking not too much risk. And this is a good balance in the moment in all his behaviors. And a leader in the back 4, absolutely. And I think he took the chance with both hands. Yeah.
He's so good on the ball. Potentially, do you think he could play in other positions, maybe even midfield?
I'm happy that he's playing good in his position now. I think we changed a lot in the beginning of the season. It's good that we found the shape, and for every player there may be best position in the moment.
Hi, Ralph. You mentioned earlier that you've not had such a long time in your career without being successful. So, and after obviously the 9-0 game, was there a moment that you thought perhaps about walking away, or did that ever cross your mind?
Never. Never thought about walking away. Only thought about hopefully my club trusts me, and I wanted to show them that I am still not at the end with my ideas. How I want to turn the table, and I can tell you that we never stopped trying everything, and finally the success came back. It was an important situation for me also, as I said, and thankful to sit here again. And I had for a few days ago an interview with a German newspaper, and they asked me if I had fear that I get sacked after this 0-9, and I said, if you lose one time 9-0 and you still stay alive, you lose any fear you have. So this is exactly the moment I feel. I feel that I have a club who is absolutely behind me, and that the way we want to work here and the way we work here, they can see our philosophy. And I'm happy that in the moment my team or we all show that we can be more successful, and sure, it makes more fun in the moment. Yes.
Was there a moment that you sort of questioned your own philosophy, in, because the players were taking time to adapt to that system, you changed it, and then they've gone back to it?
No, but there was a moment where I also must be self-critical and see that I was on the wrong path, and this was not the way I want to play normally. And when you lose a path, it's the same with the player. Then you must be self-critical and honest to yourself, and I think then you have to find the right decisions and the right solutions, and then you must say, okay, you get not more stable in going back and deeper. You must come again on the front foot. And yeah, this was a brave decision, but I think the behavior we showed then was when somebody has to be brave, then it's first the manager, and then the players can follow. But if you're not brave here in front, how can they follow? And I think it was important that I show the right direction then again, and the players were following.
Ralph, I think it's your first press conference, you said that you don't lose, you either win or you learn. Obviously, the 9-0 is about as difficult a lesson a team can have, but on reflection, what do you think you learned about your team from that and the aftermath?
Yeah, I think we learned a lot, especially that the way we played in that moment, we were absolutely on the wrong path. And in football, when there's coming such an evening with such a result, if you take it as a right chance to turn something, then it is a positive evening. And in the end, I must say, I got a lot of messages after this game from big managers, and I must say thank you to the support I get in this evening. It was unbelievable for me, and I showed the players that if this is the reaction, then it's not a negative moment; it's a positive moment. A positive moment to know, okay, now we see it clear, and now we have to change it. And the chance we took with both hands, everybody, and this is the positive thing.
After the Everton game, which was just before the international break, which was obviously a very frustrating game, you said the team needed to have a lot of power and energy to get through this difficult time. If that doesn't happen, then it could be difficult. At that point, did you wonder whether the team had the capability to get itself out of the situation?
I think the team showed that they have, because this was not. I couldn't have the feeling that we don't try everything, but we were maybe a little bit on the wrong way. And in the end, in this international break, we pushed a few buttons. I think they were the right ones. Concentrating more on our counter-pressing. After losing the ball, the behavior, not discussing about mistakes, but immediately try to win the ball back. This we lost completely in the first month of this season. And yes, I think, and that it was not really depending about the shape. It was apart from every shape, a behavior, automatism you have to have as a player. And in that moment, you could feel, okay, the belief is coming back. Then the result against Arsenal was an important one, where we took a point at Emirates, and then 2 home wins. And even against Newcastle and West Ham, where we lost the games, we played good games. But we played well, and then over Christmas the period was very successful, and now we are in a better position, but still not in the feeling that we are safe now. No, we have still the feeling that we are the hunter and not getting hunted.
You mentioned that international break before and how key it was in resetting the team. Was it, as you say, they talk about the counter-pressing and the tactical side of the game, was it mainly just that during that international break, or was there also, I don't know about team bonding, but you've had individual meetings with players over initially when you came in and throughout? Was there also the psychological sort of.
There's always also the psychological part, but not about the shape, more about behavior, about the fundamentals, about the basics. If you find this again, you can build up again, and then you need a few good results, and then is the belief there, and if you have the belief, everything is possible.
Just finally for me, one player who's been playing regularly is Cedric as well, right back since you've had this 4-2-2, and we all know he's out of contract in the summer, and he's talked about leaving before, but he's also said, things can change, football can change. Do you think there's a possibility that he could sign a new contract, or is this one of these situations where he's just going to play out the season and hopefully have a good end to his career?
I think every player who plays well and who feels comfortable in the team will think about staying with us, and we will think about maybe going longer with them. But it's not the moment to decide this now, because we said we want to give us time for having a look for the development of every player until we have 36 points. We have a long way to go, and I'm very happy also for him that he finally showed now that he understands what I want to see, and that he has to defend more on the front foot. And I must say that his developing of his performance was a massive one, and really surprised a lot people maybe, and also me with his performance. And this is exactly the reaction I want to see. And I was always very critical with him, but I'm also praising him when he does it well, and in the moment he does it very well.
Is 36 points the number that you see as being safety?
No, not really. But I think it's the sooner we are in this area, the less pressure we have, and then we can concentrate maybe on what happens next season. But in the moment, we are far away from that.